in defense of our democracy. They're spreading all kinds of rumors. And the Chronicle and the Guyana Times, we have to arrange within a very short time. We will have to arrange a special ceremony at the Square of the Revolution where we can build an enormous bonfire of the Chronicle and the Guyana Times. To let them know that we understand the manipulations, we understand the nastiness of the threats, and we intend to act on it. I want to urge you tonight, do not buy the Chronicle, do not buy the Guyana Times. When Channel 11 comes on, change the channel. Because there's only so much poison that your system can take. And these are organs that are pouring poison into the minds and the ears of the Guyanese people. And we must give them an appropriate response. Sisters and brothers, tonight I want to assure you, it's the beginning of the work. Gathering here tonight at the Square of the Revolution is for us to announce to President Ramutar that APNU, AFC, we intend to mobilize a broad coalition of forces to fight for the restoration of democracy. We intend to enter into active discussions with the trade unions of this country. We intend to enter into active discussions with the religious organizations of this country so that we can ensure that in every workplace, in every mosque, in every temple, and every church, the people can come together and begin to discuss how we are going to escape from the clutches of tyranny and dictatorship. So sisters and brothers, we are embarked on a struggle for the restoration of our democratic freedoms, beginning with the recall of the National Assembly at the earliest possible time. We don't want this prorogation to go on and on and on. There must be an end to it. We must be able to return to the National Assembly where you put us. We did not jump and go and sit in those seats. We went there because in November of 2011, you said that you wanted APNU and AFC to have a majority in the National Assembly. That is what you said. And when they exclude us from the National Assembly, it is you they are excluding. It is your representatives whom you put there in November of 2011. And we cannot let this pass. Sisters and brothers, over the next weeks, we want to assure you that we will be calling on you, the people of Guyana, not only here in Georgetown, but we must build what today David called an ocean of rebellion and an ocean of resistance. We must have the resistance in the heights, the peaks of the Pacaraimas, on the prairies of the Rupununi, all through the coast. We must demonstrate to these people that the Guyanese people's thirst for freedom and democracy cannot just be shut down. So tonight, we are starting the long march. And we are hearing a lot of panic. If you pick up the newspapers, I understand a member of the diplomatic community who wanted to be here tonight was afraid because of all the stories he was suggest, he had heard that what we were planning to do was to march on the office of the president tonight. Well, I want to assure him that is not on the agenda tonight. I am not assuring him that the time for that may not come, but I can tell him that that is not happening tonight. Tonight we've come to discuss with you the abomination that the proroguing of Parliament, the abomination that is the proroguing of Parliament, has to be met with a very firm response from the people of the country. They say to us that it's too dangerous for us to walk on the streets of our city. Sisters and brothers, what kind of place is this? We in Guyana are more than ever part of a global village. And Guyanese people have watched in awe and admiration as citizens on the streets of Cairo, citizens on the streets in Morocco, what they call the Arab Spring. They have seen the way in which the masses, the downtrodden masses of these countries have stood up to their dictators and thrown them out and established democratic rule. They have not, in many of these countries, found the perfect solution. Many of them are still in search of the solution. But what they have done is they have removed the primary obstacle to development and democracy, which is dictatorship. We are in the presence of a creeping dictatorship. And as I said, we have to ensure that we stop it before it in effect overwhelms us. As it is, we have been calling and calling for local government elections. This country that was once the pride of the entire colonial empire because of the quality of our local government system. And to think that we have not held local government elections since 1994. So all of these NDCs are in fact dysfunctional, rotting institutions, and we need to refresh them, but they can only be refreshed in new local government elections. So this is on the agenda. They say that Granger has washed his hands of talks. I've never heard anything more ridiculous. We have been entirely willing to sit with them and hold discussions and come to agreements. But I ask you, what is the point of sitting with them and coming to agreements when they will not implement what they themselves have agreed to do? So we are not saying that we are unprepared to speak. What we are unprepared to do is to waste time in futile discussions with anybody. So we have, I think, to demonstrate. We have to demonstrate to the People's Progressive Party and President Ramutar, and tonight your gathering here to square revolution is a very important signal to them. They are monitoring it carefully. They are monitoring it carefully. I have just received information that they have been stopping the buses bringing down supporters on the East Coast. They're stopping the buses bringing down supporters on the East Bank. They want to keep us small. But I want to tell you, they can stop the buses today, but they can't stop the will of the people forever. We will not permit the containment and the derailment of our democratic restoration. We will not tolerate any frustration of the will of the people of Guyana. This is what we pledge to you here tonight. APNU, when we hold our discussions with our partners, we will ensure that they understand that what is at stake here is a movement. We must build a united movement for the restoration of democracy. And I want you to signal tonight, sisters and brothers. Tell me, is that what you need? Are you willing to go down the road? Will you rest before we have our parliament restored? Sisters and brothers, we have a lot of exciting speakers ahead, and I don't want to take up much more time. So I want to say to you tonight, stay strong, stay firm, keep your ears open for messages from APNU, and we will, I believe, win what we have started. Thank you very much.
Put your hands together for Dr. Rupert Roopnarine. Thank you, Dr. Roopnarine. Comrades, let the PPP hear you. We will not accept any denial of democracy. And we call on the government to reconvene Parliament. Our second speaker is the representative from the Guyana Action Party. This young man hails from one of our interior regions, region number 9. Comrades, I recall when the parliament was prorogued on November 10th, this young man said, "It is not democracy, it is hypocrisy." And so, comrades, the pleasure is mine to invite from the Guyana Action Party, Mr. Sidney Alicott.
Thank you very much, Ms. Amna Ali. To you, my brothers and sisters on the coast, are you ready for the transition? Are you really ready? Are you ready for the action? I am here this evening. I feel very honored to be spending it amongst you, the concerned citizens of the coastal area. I hail all the way from Region 9, 22,000 square miles in size. And for those of you who do not know where Region 9 is, who have never gone there, it is close to our big brother, Brazil, in the south. I'm here bringing greetings from the people of the interior. And when I say the people from every single Guyanese that is living there.